Hollywood has survived sound, color, television, home video, and streaming. But generative AI? That might be different. In the past year, AI tools have created photorealistic actors, entire film sequences, and even complete commercials, without a single camera, crew member, or celebrity paycheck. So the question isn't whether AI will change Hollywood. It's whether Hollywood will survive AI at all. Let's start with what's already happened. Not science fiction, but reality. In 2024, Toys R Us released a commercial entirely generated by OpenAI's Sora. No actors, no sets, no cameras. Coca-Cola did the same thing, reimagining their classic holiday ads with AI. These aren't small indie experiments. These are billion-dollar brands betting on synthetic media. Tools like Runway, Pika, and Kling AI can now generate video clips that, just 2 years ago, would have required Hollywood-level budgets. We're talking camera movements, lighting, coherent scenes, all from text descriptions. And then there's the elephant in the room, AI actors. James Dean was digitally resurrected for a 2020 film. Bruce Willis sold his likeness rights. Studios are scanning every actor who walks on set, building libraries of digital doubles. The technology to replace human performers isn't coming. It's here. Now let's talk money, because that's what this is really about. The average Hollywood feature film costs $65 million to produce. Marketing adds another $35 million. Meanwhile, AI video generation costs essentially nothing. The Toys R Us commercial that would have cost hundreds of thousands with a traditional production, created for a fraction of that. And the cost is dropping exponentially. What cost $10,000 in computing 6 months ago now costs $1,000. What costs $1,000 today will cost $100 next year. Studios are businesses. When you can generate a background crowd scene for pennies instead of paying thousands of extras, the choice is obvious. Hollywood has never ever chosen art over profit when the margins are this stark. But here's where it gets interesting. Because AI doesn't just threaten Hollywood's business model. It might actually threaten the entire concept of authorship and creativity as we know it. For a century, filmmaking was collaborative but exclusive. You needed access to cameras, to studios, to distribution. That scarcity created gatekeepers, and those gatekeepers became Hollywood. But AI removes all of that. A teenager in their bedroom can now generate footage that looks like it came from a Marvel movie. No film school, no connections, no permission. On one hand, that's democratizing. Suddenly, anyone with imagination can create. On the other hand, when everyone can create everything, what does creation even mean? Hollywood has always sold us two things: spectacle and story. I can definitely do spectacle. The jury's still out on whether it can do story. Let's address the human cost, because this isn't abstract. It's about people's livelihoods. Hollywood employs hundreds of thousands of people. Visual effects artists, set designers, costume makers, lighting technicians, editors, sound designers. These are middle-class creative jobs, and they're disappearing. Visual effects studios are already laying people off. Why hire 20 artists to rotoscope a scene when AI can do it in minutes? The 2023 Hollywood strikes saw writers and actors fighting for AI protections. They got some concessions, but those protections are already looking fragile. We've seen this before with manufacturing, journalism, retail. The pattern is always the same. Technology promises to augment human workers, then steadily replaces them. But before we write Hollywood's obituary, let's talk about what it still does better than any AI. First, genuine human performance. When two great actors share a scene, they're responding to each other in ways that are subtle, unpredictable, human. Can AI replicate that? Maybe eventually, but not yet. Second, curatorial taste. AI can generate infinite variations, but it can't tell you which one is actually good. And third, the thing Hollywood has always done best, taking massive financial risks on big, ambitious projects and then marketing them to billions of people. Hollywood isn't just about making movies. It's about making movies matter. And that might be the moat that saves it. So what actually happens? Here's my prediction. Hollywood doesn't die. It transforms. We're entering a hybrid era. Big budget blockbusters will still be made with real actors, real stunts, real locations, because audiences pay for the authenticity. But everything else, that's where AI takes over. Background characters, establishing shots, pre-visualization, even entire B-roll sequences. We'll see a bifurcation in the industry. At the top, mega productions with A-list talent. At the bottom, a Cambrian explosion of AI-generated content. Experimental, weird, niche stuff. The middle, that's what disappears. Mid-budget films with character actors, practical effects, location shooting, those become extinct. But zoom out for a second, because this isn't really about Hollywood. It's about what happens when AI can replicate human creativity at scale. Movies were one of the last domains where human labor seemed irreplaceable, where artistry, intuition, and emotional intelligence mattered more than raw processing power. And here's the unsettling part. We might not even notice the transition. It won't be a dramatic moment. It'll be gradual. The question isn't whether AI will replace Hollywood. It's whether we'll care when it does. Can artificial intelligence create authentic emotion? I don't know the answer, but we're about to find out. So, is Hollywood dead? No, but it's dying in its current form, being reborn as something different. The Hollywood of glamorous studios, powerful gatekeepers, and exclusive access is fading. What replaces it might be more democratic, more experimental, more diverse. Or it might be an algorithmic wasteland of synthetic slop designed by engagement metrics. Probably both. Hollywood has always been about selling us dreams. The question is whether those dreams need to be made by humans to matter. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments. Would you watch a movie if you knew it was entirely AI generated? Where do you draw the line?